What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you to my subscribers. I appreciate you. Any newcomers, welcome to the video. As you can see on the thumbnail, this is a reaction video to Flaco's reaction video. And I could say this, it takes a real one to come back and put his voice on here after being exposed like that. So hats off to you, Flaco. Hope you see this so you know that people understand, what other people do. And I'm not saying that it was okay for you to do that. I'm nobody to say whether it's okay or not. But as a man to another man, I can understand your anger. I can understand how you felt betrayed. And when they didn't let you or didn't want you to handle your business, I can only imagine how you felt. I would have been pissed like a motherfucker. And the reason why is because I know when I was a youngster, I knew that was one of the rules, is you don't mess with another guy's old lady. And whoever did that to you, that was fucked up. And they should have been whacked. Now, I don't understand why people go out of their way to dig up something on another man, especially on YouTube. If we were in prison, it's different, because you want to see and make sure that, the person that supposedly has your back is good. But on YouTube, I don't understand why people would do that to expose someone else, whether it was something good or something bad. That's your personal life. And I just made a video that I think it was yesterday, talking about people taking shots at other people on YouTube. I don't get it. There's no status to gain on YouTube other than views. And from the looks of it, all the channels are getting a lot of views on other videos, other stuff they talk about. There was no need to go dig something up like this, And the dude's been doing this long. He's been doing it for a long time. And I don't see what he was going to gain out of it. That's not the message that, as far as I know, that he's been preaching. Everybody talks about they're on here to help the youth and help the younger generation not go to prison. But the way that they want to smut somebody up to gain views, that's not the way to teach the youngsters. The message to the youngsters is supposed to be the do's and don'ts about life, not just don't go to prison. And when people come out with information about other people's personal life, and these youngsters are listening and paying attention, they're going to think it's okay. So not only is someone not teaching them not to go to prison, they're teaching them if they do go to prison, then this kind of shit is okay. And that's what I don't understand. Where's the positive message in posting a video about your personal life? Now, I'll be the first one to admit, I don't agree with a lot of stuff that you put out. And that's mainly because I think the people in higher organizations, they deserve more respect, which is why I don't use their terms, what they're called. I just call them OGs. But that's just me. You know, obviously, you don't give a fuck, and I can understand why you put out the videos you put out. I don't agree with them, but I understand your point. You know, once you get on that level that you don't give a fuck, then you don't give a fuck. You obviously know the consequences for what you did, and that's your business. You know, the day may come where you're gonna have to own up to that, and the day may not come. Now, I'll be the first one to admit, if a man isn't a child molester, I don't give a fuck what he did, and I don't give a fuck why he did it. Because every man's supposed to think for themselves. In your case, you were betrayed, and I think any man in that position, after being betrayed by the ones he thought had his back to the end, I think any man might have did the same thing. Because after you get that attitude, like, fuck it, then it's fuck it. Now, for a person to say that they wouldn't have did that, I would say from me to them, you're a goddamn lie. Because when you talk about your wife or your girlfriend, someone that you love, and another man tries to put his hands on her, and that's one of the rules that's not supposed to happen, and you are told you can't do nothing about it, no man can tell me that they wouldn't do the same thing. Because you would want to get them any way you can. Now, you did what you did, and that's your business. You know, I can't say I'm angry at you for that. For one, I'm not a part of that organization. For two, I was in a whole separate movement, and I can give a fuck what they think, and I can give a fuck what someone does to them. I don't wish death or harm to anybody, but I believe people get what they have coming, and everything that happens was for a reason. Obviously, you had your reasons. And if another grown-ass man will sit here and say that you're this and you're that and blah, 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 you know, then they need to look in the fucking mirror. Because we all lived that life already. We all lived the life behind the walls where we had to be a certain way in there. We don't have to be like that out here. Now, me, when I started doing time, even before that, I had that attitude where I didn't give a fuck what anybody thought about me. I didn't give a fuck if someone didn't like me because I was from a certain area. Now, if you don't know, I was a bulldog. I'm retired. But when I started my career, I was representing the end. You know, I was 15 years old. And whatever happened, the split happened. That's how old I was. So I always had that attitude. Well, I didn't give a fuck who thought what. I didn't have no problem poking a motherfucker if I had to. I didn't have no problem slinging them if I had to. I was down to do whatever I had to do to look out for me. And that's how I do it now, to this day. So people might not like what I say when I put a video out. but really I don't give a fuck. People might not like that I'm coming at you like this and saying, you know, I understand what you did. Because I'm a man, you're a man. And anyone that's been to prison, that's not in prison no more, and are supposed to be living a different life, they're men too. And if someone put paperwork out about them, I would do the same thing. Because paperwork and all that shit don't mean nothing out here. None of us will probably ever run into each other. So why worry about paperwork? Unless you're not, if you're not a child molester, then nobody should be even worried about it. When somebody goes out of their way to try to find paperwork or information on somebody, that's bitch shit to me. You know, and I'll be straight up with you. When you put that about Wes Watson, and I thought that was bitch shit too. But the only reason why is because you put his birthday, social security number, his full name. That's why. Other than exposing somebody like that for lying to people, you know, I thought that was bitch shit. And it just came back around. For you doing that, that's how you got to look at it. You exposed him, somebody exposed you. So what? Everybody's making views, everybody's getting views, everybody's making videos off this shit. I just don't see no purpose in it. There's too much in life going on for somebody to go try and get paperwork on somebody else. There's too much out here. Now, if somebody's running out of things to talk about, then make shit up. I'd rather make shit up than go and try to get information on somebody like they did you, like you did Wes Watson. But that's you. And the guy did what he did, his video about you, that's him. I just look at it like, damn, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for none of us to take shots at anybody else. And I put that in my video, my last video. There's no reason for it. We're not gaining no status. We're not getting no rankings. We're not looking to get respect from other people that live the same life that we did. Everybody has their own purpose on YouTube. And if some want views, then they can have the views. They can say whatever they want. If they want likes, say what people like. If they want comments, then ask questions. If they want subscribers, then tell the people straight out. All you want is subscribers. I look at it as a way to communicate with everybody. People that never been to prison, people that been to prison, people that changed their ways, people that are trying to make money off YouTube. It's a way for us to communicate. I wouldn't want to knock somebody down. I would rather lift them up and help them get that bag. And in my case, I'm not getting no bag. But the way I see people taking shots at other people, like, if we're in the same boat, why not help people out? Help each other out. Instead of putting them down to get views, to get likes, to get comments. The average person that never been to prison, that's listening to these stories, can see how people are just going back and forth, like gossip. And I remember I used to tell my mom and her friends that they gossip too much. They talk about other people too much. And I see the same thing with YouTube. People gossiping, talking about other people, when we're all doing the same exact thing. We're all trying to go in one direction. We're all trying to make money. So why not put your hand out there and help the next man out before you knock him down, should make sure he doesn't fall. Make sure you help him succeed. Because we all been in the same shoes at some point in time. We all live the same lifestyle. We all feel a certain way about that lifestyle. And we're all supposed to be thinking positive. Well, if we're knocking each other down, that's not being positive. That's not teaching the younger generation nothing. It's teaching them negativity. And the people that never been to prison, they probably look at everybody on YouTube as being negative. Yeah, the stories sound good. People getting stabbed in riots and all that shit sound good. But they look at everybody as being negative people because we always got something negative to say about somebody else. And in their mind, they're probably thinking, that's why you went to prison. Because you've been negative. Nothing positive has been coming out of nobody. Everybody talks about helping the next generation or keeping people from going to prison, because it's just a whole bunch of betrayal and people being used and all that stuff. So I can understand people want to help people, help the younger generation so they don't go through the same thing. But I never heard not one channel, not one person tell a youngster on YouTube how to go down there to the local college and apply for financial aid, how to go down there and sign up for some classes, how to go back to school, go to adult school, how to apply for grants, government grants. Not one channel have I heard say anything like that. Tell the kids or tell the youngsters, stay in school. Do your homework. Go to college. College is easier than high school. Go to college. Because if you have a little bit of paper, that'll open doors for you. Never heard not one channel say nothing like that. One channel. Say, go take a trade. Go to UTI. But everybody's supposed to be helping the youth. How are we helping them? By telling them about riots and people getting stabbed, people getting killed, people getting shot by the guards, people getting their ass whooped by the guards. How are we helping them? The average youngster that's going on this path, the path to prison, the average youngster already has that mindset that they don't give a fuck. So the stories we tell them, it's basically pumping them up. They're looking forward to that shit because that's what they're living now. So they're looking forward to more excitement. So I'm gonna cut this video short. I'm going off into another subject. This video was mainly to Flaco and letting them know, as a man to another man, I understand why you were upset. I understand what you did. That's your business. Nobody should be putting it out there. I tip my hat to you. With that being said, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, comment, share with your family and friends. Wish everybody's in good health. Wish your kids are in good health. Hope your kids are safe. I'm out. Peace.